Yo, what is going on, guys? It's DragsterTV here, back at it again, bringing you guys yet another new video here on the channel, guys. And today we are on Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now, I know I have been putting out a lot of videos on this game in particular. That's just because it holds a lot of content, and I'm not afraid to open up my channel to new games, as long as my viewers like it, and as long as I'm still helping out people as my channel is meant to be. But for NFS Heat and whatnot, Crew 2 and stuff like that, their content's very low. But what was I saying? Alright, so I am going to still be searching for content on that and more glitches as well as some other stuff. So make sure to turn on those post notifications, stay tuned. And today, here on Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I am going to go ahead and share with you guys one of my best, most iconic loadouts that I made a very long time ago. And it's just helped me level up so much and get to where I'm currently at. So the loadout is actually going to be my second one on the list here. It's called BIZONNN. Alright, I went through and named all my loadouts not too long ago. Now they're just kind of all random up. See, my EBR is not even an EBR. My HDR is a car and stuff like that. So anywho, let's focus on the BIZONNN. So this is the loadout I'll be sharing with you guys today. You guys really liked me sharing my tiny M4 and my big M4 loadout, which is goated and tiny M4, so I decided to share another loadout for you guys. So these are all custom, my own ideas, and I hope they helped you guys out, because they've surely helped me out, and I do have some more coming very soon, some pretty complex ones, some pretty cool ones. These ones are all fairly low leveled loadouts, like for what I have on it, but don't worry, guys, you guys can improvise and make sacrifices if you don't have a certain piece in the gunsmith here. But anywho, so this is my current loadout that I use it with. Alright, so I always like to run and gun. So normally I run a BIZONNN, and really with most maps there's always going to be that one sniping spot. It really depends on the map, but mainly for me, I'll be running and gunning. So I usually pair up, for me, let's say a faster paced gun, and then a sniper to go along with it. Back when I started Call of Duty, I'd actually run this exact same BIZONNN, but actually with a 680. So down here, this 680, which I'll share this loadout with you guys another day. But anywho, so this 680, it's actually a Dragon's Breath, and tomorrow I'll be sharing with you guys the exact way to unlock both variants of Dragon's Breath, so make sure to stay around for that. Stay tuned, got a whole lot of videos coming. But anywho, so with this BIZONNN here, I used to run it with a 680. You guys can easily do that if you guys are not the type to run it with an HDR or an AX50 or some sort of sniper. And that's that. So just on the outside, you guys can see my BIZONNN and my HDR, kind of what's gone at the setup and whatnot. But down here in my perks, I do actually like to run amped instead of shrapnel. But I have been running shrapnel on it quite frequently, just for a while. And of course, I always run a Semtex. Stickies are the way to go, guys. But it's up to you. It's all in a matter of opinion. And stims are also like just the way to go. But it's also in a matter of opinion. Quick fixes also does help, especially with running and gunning. So the more you kill, the more health you will get, and overkill is essential for making either a 680 or pairing a 680 with this or an HDR. And those are my perks and lethal and tacticals and whatnot. These are my weapons. So going on to the BIZONNN, alright, so let's hop straight into the gunsmith. See what we have here. So I have not touched the barrel, as you guys can see, have not touched the rear grip, and I have not put a perk on it. So perks are really unnecessary if you put on a gun like this. Some guns need a perk, but others that you can put it to its full potential and just max it out, they don't necessarily need perks. Alright, guys, so as you guys can see, just by looking at it, you'll see I'm running a 5mm laser. Alright, just a standard normal mini reflex. Now there's a lot of reflexes to go around. I don't really know what level you unlock this particular reflex sight at, what level you unlock it at, but the GI mini reflex works just as well, and you unlock that at an extremely low level. It's one of the first ones you unlock, so keep that in mind. Alright, as you guys can see, I'm running no stock to make it faster. Actually might be a bit worse. Control and whatnot might be a bit lower than it could be, and but that's all stuff that can be, you know, buffed out. Alright, so over here, as you guys can see, since I do run it as fast paced as possible and I run and gun with it, the only ammunition you can put on it is the 84 round mags. Alright, so normally you have, what is it, 60 some rounds? Yeah, 60 some rounds. And yeah, so what I think, I hardly put muzzles, or I hardly edit my muzzles, meaning I hardly add like flash guards or suppressors, compensators, and whatnot. But on this gun in particular, I think it is pretty, what's the word? Mandatory, not mandatory. I don't really know the word. I forgot the word. But anyway, it's just like essential. Here it is. Essential to have this certain type of suppressor. You unlock it fairly quickly, but I do recommend not putting on the tactical suppressor. I thought you guys knew what I was going to do there. You thought I was going to say recommend putting it on, but no. You unlock the flash guard, and the muzzle brake is one of your first things you actually unlock. So you're going to want to put one of these on. Now it's up to you if you want to put a suppressor on, but the monolithic suppressor actually helps with range and sound suppression. Alright guys, and it just barely lowers off your mobility and your ADS and aim walking steadiness. I can hardly even talk tonight. Please excuse me, I'm very sorry about that. I'm just trying to share a lot out with you guys, but you guys can see it for yourself, even if I'm just stuttering around and whatnot. But hope you guys do understand. But anyways, this is my Bizon. Alright guys, so this is how I will run it, and I've gotten a ton of kills with it and whatnot. If you're going to choose another optic, as I said, if you are lower level, so this is the lower level variant of it, GI Mini Reflex, alright. No stock, you unlock fairly quickly, and if you guys want to just, mess with it a bit, I mean, I don't really recommend any of these, but if you're going to pick one, it's going to be the Corvus Skeleton stock, because the close quarter stock, it has its ways, but this one just helps out more. Alright, let's just be honest. So it does help out more. I don't really recommend putting on any grip tapes, but guys, you do you. This is just my loadout. I'm sharing it with you guys straightforward, straight up. Of course, my Bizon is actually leveled up to max level, which is actually currently level 49. And then 37 is the HDR max level. I don't even know how I have this thing max level. I hardly use it, but anywho, moving on to what I have on my HDR. I do actually have the biggest barrel. Do I? Yeah, I do. Alright, sorry about that. This is the smallest, this is medium, and this is the biggest one, the HDR Pro. Don't really know what level you unlock this at, but it's one of the lower ones, so make sure to keep that in mind. Don't run it with a laser, or a muzzle, or an underbarrel, because the underbarrel, I'm pretty sure you can only put on a bipod. Yep, and, as you guys can see, this gun I am actually running with a PERK, and you know what, I could upgrade it to 9 round mags, so I'm going to do that right now, just edit the loadout a bit. So what I like to run it with now is 9 round mags. I used to run with 7, but who cares. FMJ for the full metal jacket, sorry, my fault, and then the stock for the FTAC Stalker Scout. Now, as you guys can see, there's lots of other ones that you can run it with. This one's alright, and let's edit right now. Let's do this one, alright? Let's do this one. Of course, I'm always going to run it with a thermal, just because, it just helps out a lot more. Of course, if you come across a cold-blooded person, you can still see him just as fine. But it is what it is. So you guys can edit this as much as you'd want, but this is just what I'm running it with. Lasers are kind of unnecessary, just a tad bit, because it does take up a certain slot, and you can use it for other things. Now, if you are thinking of making a close range variant of this weapon, I'd recommend the Scout Combat Optic and a laser. Alright, so that's when I'd put on a laser, only if I'm doing close quarters, alright? And that's pretty much it for my HDR and Bizon loadout. Let me know down below what other loadouts you'd like to see, or just keep commenting if you are liking these videos. These should definitely help you out. Sorry guys, I put the HDR on last second, and I didn't really know how much more stuff. I'm being completely honest with you guys. So my Bizon I've had max leveled for a long time, and I created the loadout, kept upgrading it and whatnot, and it's just kind of how it is right now. So it's been with me for a while, but with the HDR, you know, I've been using it here and there, and I actually did not know. I was unprepared for showing you guys my HDR, but now that's how I'm going to run it, because I just looked over it. You know, it doesn't take too long to make a perfect loadout, not perfect, but, you know, decent one. But that's today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. I will be sharing more lots, and turn on those post notifications. If you guys do enjoy these videos, drop that like if you do enjoy these videos, and let me know down below in the comments what you guys do think of these videos, and if you'd like me to stop them and come up with some other series instead of just sharing some common loadouts or some easy low-level ones to help out the new players and whatnot, maybe tips and tricks and how to get better. And I'm no expert. I'm not I'm not any pro in any means or anything like that, but I do have my experience on COD. So let me know down below in the comments what you'd like to see from me next. I will take in your guys' suggestions, and that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure I have a great rest of your day or night, and I'll catch you guys very, very soon in the next one.